We all go a little mad sometimes.
Get you.
You are under darkness.
Here's Johnny.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Horror Hour, the place where we discuss, debate, and disagree on all things horror. My name is Yutaka. Hello. And I'm joined here with my co-host, George.
Hello.
His hellos always change. I don't get it.
Sorry, I've got no. Yeah, you're just. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. And today I'm really excited because we are going to talk about Chucky. We are going to give our little bit of a review recap of the very first episode that just aired this past week. Yeah. So let's just first start. Let's go with it. First thoughts.
Look, when we saw the trailers, I was like, this looks like a lot of fun, but I was still a little bit nervous. And again, I think this is me, and I shouldn't be like that. And I think a lot of people are, by the fact that it's Syfy network, sorry, should I say. And you might think, oh, is it going to be, because there's a lot of horror TV series that have like come out that haven't been as great. But I must say that after I watched this episode, all of those like negative things that I was worried about, gone. Like, this is top tier. Like, we were talking about, when these shows were coming up, that I Know What You Did Last Summer is going to be its competitor. No, it's just, I haven't even seen that show. I saw the trailer. I don't need to see that show. I know, Yutaka, you've seen it, but for me, I don't even need to watch it because Chucky's the only one I want to watch this October. The cast is phenomenal. We'll talk about it all, but yeah, cast is great. Music was amazing. The story, I'm really engaged. Like, everything, I am ready for this series. I'm so excited. And the fact that we've got old cast back, we've got new cast. It's been created, like, it's for us. So I'm just super, super excited. So for me, I was so excited to finally sit down and watch it the other day. And I enjoyed it so much. And I was like, I need them all now. So that's my overall thoughts. I think it's great. And I can't wait to see the rest of the series.
I decided to pass on a press screening of Halloween Kills to watch Chucky. And you know what? I'm okay with it. So this episode was fucking fantastic. It was written and directed by Don Mancini. Could he just marry me? But anyways, I really did. The story was so heartfelt and just so good. And, oh my gosh, Zachary Arthur playing Jack Wheeler did really good. Some of the thematic elements were just very raw and emotional. But on top of that, then when you do get the Chucky scenes, they're so great. And I hope they keep this momentum because this was great. There's social issues. I think it's funny and it's got a little bit of terror. I cannot wait to see where we go. And I cannot get over when we get into the recap, the major first kill. I was laughing my ass off. It was fantastic. Yeah, so my first thoughts. So I guess we'll kind of talk about a little bit of the recap. So you're going to get spoilers, so sorry about it. Basically, Jake Wheeler is 14, even though his dad doesn't know, decides to buy a Chucky doll for $10. That's pretty good. Yeah. Because he's a sculptor and likes to take apart dolls. That part kind of creeped me out when you go into his bedroom.
Toy Story 1 with yeah.
It was rough. And you find out he can't do it. You find out his dad's kind of a drunk, kind of a dick. And so he takes Chucky to school. And that's where we get to meet the true villain of the series. That's just my opinion. Your thoughts?
Yeah. I take my hat off to is her name Alvia, I think, who plays Lexi. She does a great job because I was like, I want this, even though she's a teenage girl, an adult shouldn't really be saying this, but I would like her to be pushed out of a window immediately. She really was the character, not the actress. She really was rather annoying. I think she did a really good job of playing, because we see these type of, mean girls throughout lots of different, especially horror. There tends to be those sort of bitchy characters. I don't like using the word bitchy though, because it always refers to women, but there tends to be those sort of characters that are just like, ugh. And I think this was really interesting to see maybe a younger version than we would have normally seen in horror. They tend to be like older teenagers or adults.
Yes.
So I thought it was quite nice that, and also can we talk about how the cast are the ages they are playing and not 28? So,
I know.
Because guess what? A 28-year-old playing a middle schooler or high schooler isn't what we do anymore. Anyway, so I thought, but they're all so very good. Like all the they're all brilliant. Because sometimes you think, oh, you can get like younger actors who are just mediocre. But yeah, sorry, I went off on a tangent there. But Lexi is definitely the villain of the series. She truly is.
Yeah, I was really shocked. I think one of my favorite scenes, aside from I love the frog dissection, that was really cool.
That was cool.
But I think the shining moment of this episode, though, was the talent show that I have behind me. Chucky basically said gay rights is what he was doing. I loved it. Oh my God.
Chucky is an ally.
He really is. He is here to save us, protect us. Sure, he might groom us into killing other people, but hey, he's here for us. Yeah. And I really love that scene. And going into the final act, where we see that huge emotional fight with his dad, because he's like, you just hate me because I'm a fag. I thought that was really like, ooh. And again, they don't shy away from things in this. Syfy or USA or not, they go for broke. And so I really appreciate that. And then I loved that first kill. I was laughing my ass off.
It was.
What did you think?
I agree. I thought it was so cool. And just to see Chucky back in action is great. And the fact that we get to see, obviously it's Chucky, we are going to see a lot of him, but what I mean by the fact it's a series. And obviously Christine and Alex had mentioned this. We did an interview, by the way, if you hadn't seen, we did an amazing interview with Christine, Alice McCarthy, and Alex Vincent. So the link for that will be in the description below, but definitely go and check that out. We didn't give anything away at that point because it was before, but they can kind of give us tidbits about what to expect. And one of the things that Christine said was that you're getting like a 10-hour movie, like it's 10 episodes and almost an hour long. Like you're getting so much story, and there's been six, Phil? How many films have we had? 6, 7? 7, right? 8, sorry. We've had 8 films that are built up to this point. Now it's like basically having another 4 or 5 technically, if add them as a full length. So we're going to get so much. And I think from what it looks like as well, that it's going to be paced out very well. Again, I've just gone off on a tangent because it's talking about the killing, but it's because I just like really talking about this. But no, I did see somebody actually on Twitter had posted one of those things where it's like the first episode of Chucky with no context, and it was a picture of Marv from Home Alone where he gets electrocuted and he's like a skull and he's going like, and I was like, yes, this is the vibes. But I was like, oh, why does Sawyer have to be a dick? And then I forgot that he was also playing, because I was like, I forgot he plays the brother as well. So I was like, at least, because I was thinking, at least we're going to get to see more of him, and hopefully like a nicer version, because I mean, the actor obviously is amazing, but it was hard to see him, like, you're like, oh, I hate this character, but it's Don Sawyer. So like, I use, yeah. So, but no, I really liked that kill. I thought it was definitely inventive and something new, because obviously it can be difficult at times to think, how can a killer dog kill people without just stabbing them? So I like that he used his surroundings. Chucky's very bright. So yeah, I thought it was great, and Devon really pulled it off playing both characters. And it was just so good. A lot of fun. I did really enjoy it.
I did love that ending scene to where he's like, talk to me, damn it. Talk to me, and then he gets slapped. I'm like, oh, child's play. I love it.
I know, it was like, I love the callbacks. And again, not to keep harping on that, but Christine and Alex said there's so many, if you look out, there is so many Easter eggs throughout the series for the other films.
Yeah, that was so good. And I love it when he pulls out the butcher knife. Let's talk about that bitch, Lexi. I'm like, yes, let's do that. But yeah, overall, I really love this episode. I'm excited. I can't wait to see where we go. And I can't wait to see the other characters come back.
Yeah, it's going to be great to see how they're like sprinkled across the series. And I think it'll be done really well, because, you know, you can get, obviously there's in a similar way with, I don't always want to talk about this, but with the new Scream film, obviously having new characters and having old characters with a film, it can sometimes be difficult. We saw with Scream 4 to try and merge the two together. Whereas with a series, I think it'll give a lot more time for us to have time with the old characters and the new characters, and then hopefully, I assume we will, but hopefully have some sort of crossover with them both. So I'm looking forward to seeing how all these characters come together in the end. Do you know, sometimes like, Chucky is one of those, you know, there's some like Michael Myers where you're like, I just hate you. But Chucky, I'm like, I can't hate him. Like, I don't know who I'm supposed to be rooting for at this point. Like, Chucky's great. So, and I do have to say, just off on a tangent, because it's something I wanted to mention, the soundtrack, after I watched the episode, I downloaded about 6 songs onto my phone. The one that was just astonishing that I've been listening to nonstop is Madeline Duke, How Villains Are Made.
Yes.
Oh my God. I was like, this is epic. And I didn't realize that song at the beginning. I was like, Copycat by Billie Eilish. I was like, this singer's really good. She sounds a bit like Billie Eilish. And then I Googled, I was like, oh, it is Billie Eilish.
The soundtrack actually for this episode worked so well. Really was wow. Like they really, look, we're not Rotten Tomato critics. We're not even audience critics, because I think you gotta get approved for that. But I mean, the reviews on this episode have been fantastic, and I feel like we're giving it a fantastic review. You should fucking watch this show. It's great.
100%. It really is. And I'm just so excited to say I'm really excited. It's a shame because there's a lot of, at the moment, well, maybe it's not a shame, in fact, because it's kudos to the whole team and Mancini and everybody that this is already, after one episode, is doing really well, when you've got legend shows like American Horror Story that are just bomb diving at the moment with terrible stuff, and new shows like, I know what you did last summer, like nobody's interested in it. So to have a show like this that is doing well and outdoing all those shows, I think it's just a credit, because Don knows what he's doing with it. And so it's like he has a vision, and it's a completed vision. So therefore, for us as audience viewers, we can see that, rather than just, oh, let's just let's just bring all these people back and let's just put this new character in. Like, you can tell that there is thought behind this. And I would like to see if maybe, you know, that song, How Villains Are Made, wasn't just a fun little thing that linked to that scene, but whether, I mean, what do we think Jake Wheeler's character? I mean, it would be cool to see him do a Anakin Skywalker and join Chucky to the dark side.
I think we might see something like that, but I'm sure it'll get to the point to where it gets too far. You know,
he is 14, so
yeah. But you never know. I mean, who knows? Honestly, I just want to see Lexi get killed. I'm sorry. She's a horrible human being, and yeah. But it'll be interesting, because the second he kills a kid, that's so you know, you don't see that a lot in horror. I know they're teenagers, so, but again, it's a great show. It's on Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Watch this, USA, Syfy. Hell, I was impressed. Syfy put up the entire episode afterwards with 10 extra minutes of behind the scenes footage. I watched that this morning.
That's really cool. No, yeah, there's definitely a lot to look forward to with this, and I'm interested to see all these characters and how they're all involved. And I just think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think we can expect a lot of, you know, I feel like the trailers didn't show us a lot in a good way. Like, you know, True. I feel like a lot of what we saw was in the first episode, or probably in the first 2 episodes. So yeah, so we will see. I think there'll be a lot that we're surprised to see. And yeah, let's just see what happens. There's a great cast. As I say, they're all doing really well. They're all standing out to me. I don't feel like I'm watching because this isn't this, and I don't want to put it, but you know, like just a network TV show. Like this really feels like an event.
It does. Yes, absolutely.
And I do think it's going to be so cool. And it's just so good. And I really enjoyed as well. It's not Chucky, but I'm interested to see the young, not young Chucky, the young Charles Lee Ray storyline, because that popped up at the beginning, at the end. Very Halloween vibes, but I'm really
I caught that.
Yeah, but I'm really interested to see it. I'm looking forward to seeing if there'll be more, not just Child's Play films, but other horror films and things that are sort of nodded to. Because I think, again, you get the chance to flesh all this out. You can make it a truly great thing. So yeah, agreed. I'm really, really excited for it. I can't wait to see more. And I'm like, just drop the whole series now. I want to watch it all.
Give us screeners. We won't break embargo.
No, we'll just honestly ask Shudder. They love us.
Shudder doesn't give us. This is NBC Universal.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
But yes, seriously, yeah, we do. I'm really excited to see the rest of the show.
So please keep watching. Thanks for watching us. If you liked this, please hit that like button. Go ahead and hit subscribe, and maybe hit that bell notification so you're notified every time we put out new content, which is a lot. We've got our podcast coming out Tuesday, but we've already got reviews dropping. We've got interviews dropping, and we've got more interviews planned. So thanks for coming to the Horror Hour. We love you, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
You have been listening to the Horror Hour. See you next time.